Hello. Time is an illusion. It is a silly time to be streaming because most people should be asleep. Except the Australians. They can stay, I think. I don't remember. Let me check my phone. My phone tells me what time it is where my friends are. Phone, tell me. Okay, yeah, the the Australians can stay, and I guess I can be entertainment for the East Coast waking up. East Coast of North America, that is. That is East. Yes, yes, that is East. I know my cardinal directions. Definitely don't think of them as left and right. No, no, it's definitely west and east, east and west. Whatever. It's more vintage story. Because I want to get this roof finished. It's stuck in my brain. And also I've been watching vintage story videos and I just want to play more vintage story. Preferably with friends, but I know I need to be patient. So yeah, video game. Hello. Hello. Being properly unemployed has truly done something to me. We're back to the early days of Lila doing streaming. Well, not quite early, like mid-early. When I was still in fucking university. God, I feel old again. We need to stop. We need to stop. We need to stop talking and need to start playing the video game. Right, I went into my room to end the stream. If we sleep now, we sleep for 8 hours, which leaves us awake at like the middle of the night. Let's get my tools we will need. And let's count how much slate cobblestone I need. Because I know I need it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I have 10. I'm perfectly prepared. I am the most powerful. It's gonna be so nice. Oh, we can also work on getting some beams. Don't know how many I'll need, but I'll make some. Game is being very quiet. Okay. Let's just get a whole stack of logs and make a new axe because my axe broke. I should really like make an axe out of metal. So once we're done with the roof, we're probably gonna start ironworking. Because this is just insulting, really. And again, this. And then we get this. And then make support beams. Which stack to 32. Okay, cool. Don't know if that's enough or too many or a piece of cobblestone in my face. But yeah, more metal tools. I deserve a better knife than a rock strapped to a piece of wood. Key table. Look at me. In my beautiful seat that I'm putting my feet in. can also sit on the floor. Lola deserves unlimited clay and bees. Yeah, I do. I mean, unlimited clay isn't that difficult. Like, there is a bajillion bits of clay all around me. I do want some blue clay, just for the different colors. And then also fire clay. I'm gonna need to make more fire clay. So we're gonna have to set some flint on fire. I should probably do that in the bloomery too, because it's incredibly fuel inefficient to do it in the fucking campfire. Yep, it's okay, it's 5 a.m. This is a reasonable time for me to be awake according to my body. I should also come up with something smart to do for the well, because this is just not it. I want like a little roof for it. Maybe we can make something. Is there something that looks like just like a post? Oh, the wooden oak fence? No, that's 3 posts. I want 1 post. Maybe if I stack them on top of each other, they look nice. But like little fence posts in the corners. Put some more of this stuff. Maybe chisel it down a little. I don't know. We've got a roof to finish. Lamp. Let's go. Alright. Ooze. Can looks be just the quarter? Well, you can also chisel these to make them just the quarter. But like on the trees, they are always at least that thick. Unless they're fruit trees, but fruit trees are special and complicated. But like, yes, we can also chisel the logs to be little skinny bitches. If we want to. I don't quite know how the outside, like, textures apply to that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for this, we put these there. And now it looks nice. And then we continue doing this forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, it's still a little dark, but we'll deal. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Yes. So now... Ooh. I love when I can use the really, really rough, like, big setting. The big setting makes me happy. It's just very, very efficient use of my time. Four. I'm gonna have to do this. I guess I'll need to fill this in. Annoying. I can do the bigger one. Yeah. Yep, yep. Chunky block editing makes me feel like I'm doing a good job. And tiny block editing makes me feel like I want to scream, mostly. Because it's so tiny and fiddly, but the results are so nice. Oh my god. Just look how nice that looks. To have just a little bit that matches peeking through. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna not do the back wall right now. I don't want to deal with the back wall. I mean, I do want to deal with the back wall because I want to fix this part. Fine, we're dealing with the back wall. Because then I can say that the back is done. And that's important to me. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. The back is done. Delightful. As far as my little arms can reach, which is excessively far, to be honest. Oh, I hope it looks nice with snow laying on top of it. With my previous world, I had some issues with snow doing silly things on chiseled blocks, but I think they patched that, so it should be fine, so that it looks nice. Finishing the back of the build is the most important part, so no one else on the server can expose you. Well, luckily I only have to deal with myself exposing myself, and in that case it's fine. Because I can do whatever I want forever. Should I be doing this in like any sort of like reasonable regular pattern? Maybe. Am I going to? No. No, I'm just gonna do whatever. Oops, put a hole in it. It chiseled. Give it a few weeks. Well, in that case, we'd probably start a new world, and then you are right there with me building the buildings, so it'll be fine. Because one thing about this game is it doesn't really like the common Minecraft server setup where everyone just does their own thing, independent of each other, checking in whenever they want. Like, this game, I feel like it works better if you play in sessions where everyone is there, because you have time passing, you have, you know, the seasons, you have food spoilage. And yeah, there's mods to, like, make it less of an issue. But really, it wants to be played with everyone at the same time. It just feels more correct to do that, no? Okay. Alright, let's just grab the tools and get to it. Or if my bronze hammer breaks, I'm gonna be upset. Like, I have the iron one, but I want to keep that one for, you know, working steel and stuff. You know, things for which you need an iron hammer. It feels like a waste to use it on chiseling. Then again, iron easier to get than bronze, really. Because you only need one metal. Not two. Either way. No system. Only chisel. It's going quicker than I thought it would, honestly. I guess because I did the annoying part of figuring out my angles first. Yeah, it does feel wasteful, but most things in this game feel wasteful because, you know, I have put into every single one of these chiseled blocks that are less than a full block wide. I've put into them multiple mined blocks of stone, like 2 or maybe 3, a fourth of a block of mined clay, and then 2 planks, which is part of a block of mined wood. And it's just like, what do you mean all of that makes less than a full block? I can't apply the rest even though I'm only using this tiny little bit of the slate cobblestone to the next one. Like, a lot of the blocks in this game feel really, really wasteful, and most of them aren't renewable, and it's really upsetting to me. Like, really upsetting. Because, like, none of this is, like, I can't get more slate cobblestone in a good renewable way. I'm pretty sure. Because you can't make, like, a cobblestone generator to get infinite slate. You can make a stone generator for basalt, as far as I know. But all of the other rock types, you can't get them other than digging them out of the ground, and then they're not in the ground anymore. And it's all wasteful. And I know that's how the real world works, but this is a video game. And it's just like, why? I want to have infinite rocks. Let me fill the world with rocks. Same with dirt. Oh, the fact that I don't really know a good way to make more dirt happen. Oh, I'm so upset about it. Like, I thought about trying to learn how modding for this game works. Just so I can make a mod so I can make infinite dirt. Because technically the amount of dirt in your world is finite, because the world is a finite size. So you can only have however much dirt is in your world as dirt you have. And then if you make it into farmland and you dig it up, it disappears. So you make less dirt. And I'm just like, that's not how dirt works. Things become dirt. Why does the dirt disappear? This is like the one gripe I have with this game, but it's also a gripe I have with Minecraft. Like, why are there some resources that I can only have a limited amount of? What do you mean you keep adding new stone types that you can only get a limited amount of? Why? What if I want to fill my entire world with, I don't know what the current stone type du jour that they added that you can only mine in, I don't know, some sort of magical, mystical dimension cave. I haven't played Minecraft in years, it feels like. Do I still watch Minecraft? Yes, but that doesn't count. I don't know things. I just listen to the funny internet people make noises. If I wanted to make my entire world a certain type of thing, I should be allowed to do that in survival. Because I think it would be funny. Also, the fact that I cannot break down rocks into gravel in Vanilla Vintage Story, upsetting to me. Let me turn my rocks into smaller rocks and then into sand, so that I can have infinite sand, instead of having to ruin perfectly good deserts so I can make a wattle and daub house. I'm complaining at a very high level about things that aren't really a problem, but I like complaining, and at least I'm not complaining about chiseling right now. So you gotta take what you can get. What even is the shape I'm working on here? Okay, I didn't put holes in it. Excellent. The andesite granite and diorite situation has been like that for a while. It's just, you need like nether quartz, and for that you need to first make a gold farm so you can have a bartering farm. I have put a lot of thoughts into renewable items in Minecraft for someone who does not actively play Minecraft. Like, the fact that sand is a renewable resource in Minecraft, but only through the wandering trader. Absolutely upsetting. I put food in the cellar. That's where food goes. Whee! Now, get a second serving immediately. I mean, I guess we did just spend a good 10 to 12 hours just chiseling a roof, so I guess my seraph is allowed to be hungry. I should really check out those, like, people made Skyblock for this game somehow. I should check that out, just so I can learn the mechanics of getting infinitive stuff. So I think the first Skyblock I saw for this had, like, a magic modded block that made more soil to sift appear. And again, that's something you can't get. You can't get more dirt, I'm pretty sure. It is getting much too dark to be doing chiseling on fucking slate cobblestone again. Chisel, 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 chisel. Okay, so I have that set up also. But good progress. The back part's already good. Okay, while we're here, let's be productive. Let's put some iron on to smelt. I don't remember how much hematite nuggets go in the bloomery base. So I will just make a bunch of them, and if they don't go, I will put them back on the floor. It still fits more. Excellent. I feel like maybe the answer is 120. That seems like an amount this game would do. So 6 more is, I think, just 1. Yes. I dropped it on the floor. Yes, it's 120. 120 is the magic number. And then, I don't know how much charcoal goes. I'll grab 10. It's 6. Oops. That was the wrong buttons. I grabbed all my charcoal. I mean, 120 nuggets is not 120 ingots of iron. Like, I think this gets me... I don't know. Well, if this is 30 units of iron bloom, 6 is 30, then this is... I wanna say... Numbers are hard. I think this might be 4 ingots. Which would make sense because I had 4 ingots before. And then I made things. Maybe it's 6. It's either 4 or 6 and I can't think. Either way, we're lighting it on fire. It now burns for forever. Just by the light of this torch I left on the floor. Yeah, if I get rid of the torch, I can't see shit anymore. Good to know. Good to remember. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I have 4. So it must be 4. 120 hematite nuggets must mean 4 ingots. Because that seems like a thing I would do. What else can we do? I should make more oil lamps and stuff. How are my sheeps? Doing sheep things? Excellent. Continue. Oh, how chest? How chest? I'm asking good questions. Very good. Okay, 1 nail and strips makes 1 chest. I have 2. I can make a double chest. I can expand my storage so much. We're making storage. Out of birch boards because I have a bajillion of them. Because I made too many. And now do this. And do this, I get wooden chest. If I put them together, I get wooden drum. And then I need to deal with placing the fucking things again. Yeah, I did it right. Look at this space. I keep the stick piles around just because I think they're very decorative and entertaining to me. But all of this stuff can go in the box. This is the first time I've made a wooden trunk in this game. The first time I've made a chest. I usually just do rig chests and I suffer because look at them. They're pathetic. This is... What is this? This is nothing is what it is. Now look at all that space I have to put stuff in. I mean, it isn't a vintage story base unless you have a bunch of random junk leaned up on things and stacked on the floor, because vintage story lets you do that and it looks nice. But I now have powerful storage. We have a sleep. I mean, crates are also powerful storage because you can put like 1,000 of stuff in there. 1,200 and something, I think. Basically, you can put a lot of stuff in a crate. Like, this crate currently has just 65 oak logs. It could have 1,000 or something. Oh, it's so frosty. Are my parsnips gonna die? My parsnips are chilling with the fact that it is so frosty. Though I don't think they're gonna make it in time because it's already the middle of November. Oh well. More chiseling. Boop, 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 boop. Crates is only one item. Yes, it's a bunch of storage for one type of item. So like mass storage. Which is why I have a bunch of crates just out in the yard. Like, I've got bunch of borax. I have cassiterite. I have bismuthnite. I've got lead. I've got my pine logs. I've got a bunch of sand because I collected a bunch of sand to build the Saxon Barbie dream house. I've got a bunch of clay. And I've got not a bunch of dirt, but I built up like most of this. Like I'm pretty sure the terrain used to go down here, and I've just built this. Granted, it is hollow, but you know, I built up some stuff with my dirt, and then it goes very quickly suddenly. But yeah, this is also why I have my charcoal crate here, because I will need a lot of it. I also have another coal crate and a bunch of iron crate. Because like if I were to store this in like piles, it would only go to like 8 or something. Okay, back to chiseling. Where were we? We were here. Whee! Whee! Okay, that side I already did, so I need to do the inside and this row. And then I'm done. I'm so powerful. Oop. I don't think my mouse is gonna be happy with all this clicking I'm doing, because it already isn't happy with me. Because I keep having issues where it double clicks, which is really, really annoying. And I don't want to buy a new mouse. This one isn't even that old. Like, the mouse before that lasted for eons and eons, and now this one is already misbehaving after, like, maybe a year and a half. Maybe less. Yeah, it's not old, it's just being mean. Which sucks. Because I know I can't just go into, like, whatever kind of tech store and get myself a $10 USB cabled mouse like I used to back in the day and expect it to fucking work good for a long time. It's just going to be garbage. And also I like that this one has a few extra keys on the side. I like having a mute button on my mouse. You'll find a fucking USB mouse with a few extra buttons that doesn't cost a bajillion dollar and look like a fighter jet. I want a mouse that's mouse shaped. Why do they have to look like a fucking mech? I don't want your gamer bullshit. Just give me something functional, please. Why does it need to have rainbow lights? Like, this one has rainbow lights, and I'm accepting that it has rainbow lights. But I don't need it to have rainbow lights. Just give me a mouse that works and does the clicking I want it to do. And also isn't ginormous because I have small hands. Is that too much to ask? And the answer is apparently yes. Because we live in the future now and everything needs to have rainbow lights. And look like a mech. And be ergonomically weird. Or very ergonomic for people who use their mouse in a different way than I do. Because those new ergonomic mice that are like sideways and up-ish really don't work with how I hold my hand while I'm using a mouse. Really not at all. It's just like, no, that's not how I do that. If I do that, I'm going to stop being able to use a computer. Well, I don't care about being profitable, though. I don't care. That's a them problem. You know? Alas, I don't get to decide how technology companies do their business. So I just need to be upset. And then be even more upset when I remember that this mouse wasn't actually that cheap. Oh, now I'm mad. I am upset now at the world. But this mouse not having been, like, cheap-ish does explain why I've been putting up with the double-clicking for as long. Because it started, like, a solid month or two ago. And I've just been dealing with it. It's finished. Is it finished? Did I finish it? Is it done? Is it beautiful? I think it's done and beautiful and finished. Look at it. I made a thing. Okay, now we beam. So if I go from there to there. How do I remove support blocks again? Oh. Oh, this is an issue. I need to go up top. Are you somehow attached up top? So I need to get you from up top. No. Am I gonna have to make a stupid wrench or whatever it's called? Not wrench, the other thing. Crowbar. Oh god. I'm gonna need to smith a crowbar. Because I want this slightly more up. I mean, I guess I could just do this and then try to get it. Because I can just replace this. Because the chiseled blocks stay how I chiseled them. Oh, this just got a lot more complicated because I don't know how beams work. Or rather, I don't know how to make them work in a way that I like. It's not freeing me from my beams. I'm gonna have to make a fucking crowbar. Because I want this end to be like one voxel further up. Or this end a voxel further down. Look, I can do this. Wait. I started this one down there. No. How do I? It's also not doing what I want. Because I don't want the Z fighting. I want it down from there. Oh, I cancelled it. Good job, me. Okay. Well, is my iron done? Yes, my iron is done. Yes, we're smithing now. Probably gonna need some of that, knowing me. They are indeed already cold. Right. Oh, and it is 6, right? I made the bars for the door, and the nails and the strips and stuff. Okay, cool. Gimme, put one there, put the rest on the floor in a pile. Light on fire. We are now making a bunch of iron ingots so I can make a crowbar. So I can finish this roof. Because we haven't already made enough iron tools to make this roof happen. This is fine. I'm not gonna do any, like, quenching on the crowbar. It'll just be a crowbar. It doesn't need quenched. It already has more uses than I will probably ever have to use it for. Before I get to, like, steel, and then I'll make a steel one and never have to use it ever again. Oop, go back. Didn't mean to pick you up. Not warm enough yet. Speaking of, it is still warm, and I'm still unhappy about it. And then we hit this to remove the slag. I do love the little smithing mini game voxel forming situation. It's fun. Ooh, here's more slag. Okay, we'll go there. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop, 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 boop. And we split up the rest of them. And we have an ingot, which we can put back in there to get warm again so I can make it into a crowbar. Get this stupid beam off. Like, this side is good. I want this side to be lower down, I think. Alright, where is crowbar? Wrench, tongs, rod, short sword. There's the crowbar. Alright. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. It's too cold. Right, because it's cold outside, things are gonna get cooled down. Crowbar. Pry bar. Yes, I've heard pry bar before. Jimmy bar is new to me. I'm currently trying to come up with the German name for it, and I'm just blanking. Yeah, I've got no clue what it's called in German. I haven't really had to use any of them, so, you know. it makes sense that I wouldn't actually know what they're called. Oh, I can do this on this too. Haha, I'm so smart. And now we do not quench it, because if we quench it, it explodes. Put it in the wooden rack, it'll be fine. Might as well make more ingots. Brecheisen, yes, 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 Brecheisen. That's the word. See, I know words. I've never heard of it called a Hebebaum. I don't know why it would be a tree. Like, granted, a tree for lifting things, but a lifting tree does not feel like the right name for this tool. Okay, yes, you are still hot, even though you don't look hot while in there. That's fair. It could also be called a Brechstange, because, you know, it's a stick for breaking open things. Brechen, in this case, breaking, not throwing up, and Stange being, you know, rod, stick, whatever. Again, I've never heard of it called a Hebebaum. That sounds like something you would call a lever on a really big thing. Like a really big lever that's like a big, basically log, big tree that you've put in some sort of levering situation. Ah, languages. Boop, 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 boop. Cut off the excess stuff, which also feels very wasteful. Put the ingot on the floor. Don't step on it, you will die. It's another form of crowbar. Oh, see, I don't know things. I mean, I do speak German regularly, just not on stream because it feels rude to speak a language the people watching my stream most likely don't understand. I never finished that Portal 2 playthrough that I started on the German stream that we did. Oh god, when was that? 2021? Was that when I did the German stream? Or was that still when I lived on my own? God, I don't even remember how long that's been. I could probably check. I'm pretty sure I have the VOD of that saved on my YouTubes. It is a while back. We did like a whole like community challenge of people contributing the channel points, because I don't really have much for the channel points to be used on anyway. And I figured it would be fun. And if people contributed the points, I would go, okay, fine, I'll do that. And then I did a stream in German, and it was weird as fuck. Because, you know, most of my viewers don't speak any German. So it was just a weird situation to be in. And I would take in between breaks to explain some of the things. Oop, that was a piece of iron I got rid of. Then yeah, I would take like little breaks, like little ad break types things where I would say hi to people in English and explain, because it was weird. And I just had a weird time with it. But it was fun. Like I could do that again. But then I remember how weird I feel about my voice when speaking German. And then I don't. Because I do feel weird about my voice when speaking German. Because it sounds different than when I'm speaking English. And for some reason my brain has decided that that is an issue. And it's just a whole thing. They have a whole situation about it. Oops. Nope. I was close. I have to drink water because you are drinking water very well. Very well, here's water. Delicious, delicious water. I made sure to get more water before the stream. I started the stream and I was like, gosh dang it, I only have like a little piddly amount of water left in my water bottle. I need to get water. So I did. People should be more open to listening to different languages. Yes. It's just, I'm trying to communicate here. And if the other person doesn't understand me, I'm not doing well at communicating now, am I? How do I use this? Help. How does this work? I don't understand how the crowbar works. Oh. Like a cognitive dissonance between home mode and stream mode? Well, a little bit. But it's more like when I'm speaking English, my voice is a little bit higher than when I'm speaking German. And I can tell that. And I feel like I sound a little bit more refined when speaking English, which is, of course, part of the whole English sounds, you know, foreign and special to me, because it's, while it is a language I deal with in my everyday life, it is not the language of random person on the street, you know? So it's a whole situation there. I can reheat one while I'm working on the other. Efficiency. Languages are weird is my main summary. And yeah, it is a little bit of the whole code switching thing. Because it's the internet, it feels like I'm not supposed to be speaking in everyday language, but in internet language. I'm getting over that a little bit because, you know, I'm hanging out with friends who are actually German speakers and speaking to them German on the internet recently. So I've been working on that, but yeah, it's still a little odd. And the last iron bloom is just gonna be sad and on the floor and not actually heated. It's for future Lolo when future Lolo turns on the forge again. To make like an axe. Oh no, I got rid of a bit of iron. That's gonna suck if that's one I needed. Big hit. To the left, to the left. I don't know the rest of the words to that song. And also that's all the singing you're gonna get out of me because I'm not a singing person. I'm not good at it. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, now how do I use the crowbar? We will investigate crowbar things at daytime. Oh. Oh, right, that's where I put that. So, well, I could put it in the tool rack. There, beautiful. You can cover the singing if we do collabs. Hell yeah. I mean, I feel like singing is generally speaking optional, but if we need singing, then yes. I will put you in charge of singing and me in charge of saying words in a different language and rebooting because gosh dang it, that wasn't the language I was meant to say. Which does remind me that I do need to, like, go to the library and get some more books in German. Because I have been reading Murderbot. By I have been reading, I mean I inhaled the entire series over like a week. So, you know, that was fun. Ah! I did it! Where did my beam go? They go on the roof. Because I'm missing 6 beam, and that's a lot of beam to be missing. There it is. I found my beams. I did it. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Okay. It's attached at the right point there. And there. Yes. 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 Beams. I really like Murderbot. I keep recommending Murderbot to my friends, and I think it's a good book. Okay, placed it too far up on that side. That's too far down. That's too far up again. Too far down. Okay, it's not Z fighting, it's fine. Okay, and then which one of these blocks is the middle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the middle. So in the middle of here. That's not right. It's the one where you placed it on. Okay. What if we do 2? What if we would do 1 here? Here? Along this line? And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 here. Along this line. Oh, I need more beams. Okay, more beams. Oh, and that one needs to be placed further that way. Got it. But like we see the vision, right? More beams. Hello, Knives. Why haven't you slept? Fix that. Wait. I've used this multiple times. It hasn't actually yet lost any durability. Oh, I'm never gonna need another crowbar ever again. Oh, powerful crowbar. Oh. Powerful. Infinite crowbar. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the second one is now further up than the first one. Oh, I like the second one more. So, try again. That's too short. Oh, and that's too long. Now this one is too far down again. It's a good thing we have infinite crowbar. Infinite crowbar, very helpful. Here? Yes. Where did the second amount I remove go? Is it on the roof? Do we have roof beam? Yes. Whoop! I found my beams. Now you're referencing media that I have not consumed, so I have no idea what that reference is to. I just assume it's a media because I don't think you know someone named Nandor. I would know about that because that's a fun name. It's almost 5 a.m. Knives, no! Knives, go to sleep. I mean, that's also nice, but not what I wanted. What we do in the shadows, a hilarious vampire show. I think I have access to that somewhere. Oh, you can have a more precise thing if you do control right click. Uh-huh. I've done it, I've done beams. And then I wanted some this way. How many blocks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 2.5. Like that. That looks nice. 1, 2 in the middle here. Wait, no, 1, 2, 2.5. Yeah! Beams! Roof! I made this. I think it looks nice. I'm very proud of it. Yay! And we made some iron along the way. And a crowbar. It can be whatever the protagonist of Half-Life is called again. Don't remember. I've never played Half-Life. I'm not going to. Oh yes, yes. This is the big downside of this is that the color palette that's accessible in survival mode is very limited compared to Minecraft. Because I just, if I go color, if I go like block, like we have some metal blocks, but like if you look at this, you're gonna go, well, where's all of the other colors? And a lot of these aren't actually that accessible. Like where's greens? Like peridotite is a little bit green, but it's not that green. We have green wallpaper, but that's wallpaper. What if I go for green? What if I go green? Let's look at green. We have green glass, fun, but glass. Also pain in the ass to get. I'm pretty sure you have to buy it. No, you need to smelt olivine. Okay, that one is actually accessible-ish. Then we have green marble, which is just greenish white. We have coral reef green, which you can't actually place as a block, and also it's like, not that green. We have green wattle and knob, which is, a muted green, nice, but not that green. And then we have a bunch of other stuff that isn't a green block. There is, like, in creative mode, there's, like, all of the colors, so you can make really pretty, like, murals and stuff with the chiseling system. But again, that's creative mode. That's not accessible to me, person playing in survival mode. Hello, chickens. Time to panic. Okay. Now that we've done that and we've done bonus ironworking, what do we do now? Right, I wanted to check on my pelts because I gotta make winter gloves and boots and stuff. I think it was like that. Gloves. Boots. With the fur. Desperate need for wool. That is also one thing that this game doesn't have unless you mod it. Is you can't shear the sheep unless you mod it. But there's a really nice mod that has sheep shearing in it, and then you can make special clothes with the wool, and I want to play with it. And I assume they're gonna add wool eventually, because why wouldn't you? It's wool, it's great, we love wool. I'm really proud of this thing. It might actually look better if these weren't quarter logs, or rather if I chiseled them down to be skinnier. But also I like them like this. But if they were just the debarked log, that might also look nice. But I'm not changing it. See, carpet this game has. If we go in here, we go look for carp, we find carp, and if we do carpet, we can find some carpet, but you need to buy it. But it looks cute. Grow my parsnips, grow. I mean, we could work on my well. Step 1. Do I have more aged granite ashlar blocks? Yes. Because I think they'll look nice as the surround for my little well. I could put the roof up floating and then put beams. I could do beams. Because we have beam technology. We could do beams. And I do still have some thatch roof over here. I could do like this situation. This and turn this into constituent. There goes my knife. Make a new knife. Okay, yes, I definitely need to make metal tools. This is getting silly. Wait, which is... I want this one. Okay, that one is... that. And then I need... all of these to be these. And I need to deal with how to place them again. And then we have a little roof. If I do that, we can have a little well. Oops, that's a little bit crooked. Crowbar! And this is why you don't build in the darkness. That's right. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to be. And then we can do something like this. And something like this. And then we can have something hanging down from there. And it can be cute. And then I can chisel the corners off of this in the daylight. That's not bad, well. Right? That's not bad. I don't think I did a bad job. Could fill in that with a hay block. There. Better. I should also probably cook the food. I need some more protein. I think I have some meat that's about to go bad, so... That's 13 days. That's spoiled. Okay. We will put that in the spoiling pile. And we will grab some strawberries. And some of this meat. And we will make ungodly meat stew with strawberries. Okay. Strawberry steak, yes. Except we don't do steak here, we only do stews. It all goes in a pot. This is just how that goes. Could have also put egg in. Could have also made scrambled egg with strawberry. Right? This is egg. Yeah, we could have made... No, we couldn't have made scrambled eggs with strawberry, but with carrot. Or cheese if we had cheese. I don't have cheese. This can go in here. And that can go outside with the chickens in the basket where I keep all the things that I don't care about spoiling. And also the food for the chickens. Is that good for the food for the chickens? I don't really care. The fact that they can't fend for themselves is their own fault. It's not their fault. I should make more crocs, I think. I think that would probably be helpful. It should work in a culinary sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, sure. I don't know. I don't eat steak. Oh, I could do beams in here. The crowbar has made me too powerful. I now have beam madness. We're not doing it. We're not putting beams in the entire inside of the house yet. That can wait until I've decided what I'm doing with the walls. Because I kind of want to put in more support pillory things. And stuff. And things. We do have the technology. It's true. Are you actually cooking, or are you just gonna keep going forever and ever? Am I gonna have to go to the second peat pile to refill the first peat pile to refill the inside peat pile? Is that what we're looking at here? Because I decided to make so much food that it takes forever to cook. This is not a fast food establishment. This is definitely a slow food establishment. You have adopted a new sheep. Horrible creature. Still faster than most fast food places. I mean, in real time, yes. But if we go in game time, I'm pretty sure it's been an hour already. That is a weird looking sheep. It is one of the horrors. I'd love to show you Dave, but I can't show you Dave because I have Dave disabled. But when we play together, we can enable Dave and I can show you Dave. Ooh. Alright. Time for sleep. Will you scream like a baby bee? I've never heard a baby bee scream, so I can't say. I might scream because I don't play with the horrors on. Well, they're on, they're just passive. Just like wolves and bears are, which makes my life a lot easier. Because usually that guy would try to murder me and hit me with rocks, and it's very rude. On, like, normal difficulty. But on little difficulty, it's fine. He can just annoy my sheep a little bit. Right. I was gonna chisel that. Because apparently that's just something I do now. I like that. That already works. We can just do that. That's cute. Like, that we can't do because then the water does weird things. So we have to have it like this. But this works. This is nice. It's nice. And then we can get the bucket. We can put it... We cannot put it on the ledge because it requires solid ground. But we can put it there. Or there. Alright, we have... Right, I did go a little silly on the pigs, so now there's only 2 of them again, and I need to feed them so that there's more of them again. And I think... yeah, I don't have any food for them right now. But you are ready to mate. Good, 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 good. In that case, we will go find some turnips. Is winter a good time to be breeding pigs? Probably not. However, have you considered it is the time that it currently is, and I will do what I want. Yes, I want the big pigs. However, I only got small ones and only got male ones with the last breeding, which is annoying because I need the females so that they can get higher generations. Here you go. Have some turnips. Enjoy. I don't only have as many turnips as I thought I did. gonna need to plant a lot more turnips in the spring. Oh, I should probably move my agricultural chests over. Let's put the chiseling away. Otherwise I'll get more silly ideas. I guess it's time to do some tidying. Right, this is the high fertility soil and flax seed chest. And the other one is my other seeds chest. I only have 5 onion seeds, oh dear. I need to go on a seed gathering adventure. Yeah, I don't have a lot of vegetable seeds, comparatively. I mean, I do have cabbage, which is powerful. Oh, my parsnips are actually gonna be doing okay for a few more days. They might actually get to somewhere. Flax, yes, I need so much flax because I do want to go on the ocean in a boat. And for a sailboat, you're gonna need a bunch of stuff. Like, you need a bunch of wood of one type, and then you need a bunch of linen for the sails, and then you need a bunch more stuff for ropes, and then you can have a cool boat that you can boat around on. And put seats and storage and an elk on. Now, want to have a boat. Want to build a little harbor over here. And then I can have a boat. And I can go to those islands and whatever else is beyond the ocean. And I can go down the coast and all those things. I want to go on a boat. Look at my corals. Maybe I shouldn't put the harbor right next to the corals. Maybe I should put it somewhere slightly off to one side, where I won't destroy the coral reef. Right here. This is where my little pier is gonna go, where I'm gonna park my boat. Ooh, a fish. Hello, fish. Goodbye, fish. Yeah. Boat. That's one of the plans. Also, you need the sails for the windmills, for the fancy mechanical power things. Ooh, mature flax. And this is why I have so many flax seeds, because for flax, I do just pick it up whenever I see it being ripe. Because why would I pick it up when it's not ripe? I'm not gonna get the stuff then, am I? Look at the frosty grass. So frosty. Oh, more clay. Now, what do? I feel so accomplished, but also I want to play more. So I need to come up with a new plan on what to do. And adventuring out does not seem wise when it's -3 degrees. Like, I'm fine right now, but my temperature has dropped by 0.2 degrees, so yeah. I should maybe put on my winter gear. Look at me, I'm wintry and I still have my flower wreath. Yes, the windmill to make the health hammer and the pulverizer and stuff, which you need to then make the bricks to make the cementation furnace and the beehive kiln and all those types of things. I don't have storage option in there. Let's find a storage option. What's in here? Dirt and rocks and cobwebs. Come with me. You're going in the big chest, and then I'll put all of my clothes stuff in my room. Is it organized? No. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I also have other clothing things, I think, in one of my boxes. Because I found one clothing thing that I'm currently wearing in a ruin. That's the words I'm looking for. Ruin. No, I don't need a bone. Yeah, this is my starting outfit thing. Good, 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 good. I will take that with me. And I will put the one flax thing in here. Because it's chicken feed. Because it has less saturation than the other grains. But the chickens don't care about saturation. What am I looking in here? That's not where seeds go. Silly brain. Let's go outside. Yeah, this is my wardrobe for now. One day I will actually reach the end game of this game, which is, as it also is with Souls-like games, fashion. The end game is fashion. Because there's so many clothes. What if I look for cloth? Like, this is just what you can make with white cloth. I think if I go for clothing, then it should show me the things that are in clothing categories. Like, there's a top hat. There's a bunch of cuffs and aprons, and look at all these clothing items, most of which are available to find or acquire or craft. Fashion. Lyra pipes. I think lyra pipes are so funny. It's just, why have you put a giant dangly bit on the back of your head? Why not? And belts and shoes, and then of course there's armor, which means you can't really see most of your fashion, but fashion! Look at all this fashion. Piece of straw. Ultimate piece of fashion. Look at it. You can put a piece of straw in your mouth. Incredibly fashion. A cursed gemstone that you can wear. Set to complement your glowing look at the cost of a mysterious and terrible fate. It might be radioactive. Look at all this fashion. And it just keeps going. Death, taxes, and fashion souls. I'm to be convinced of some of those things. But sure. You can wear a beekeeper hood. Like the oldie-timey ones that have like the basket weave in front of the face so you don't get bees in your face, but you can still see out of the holes in the basket. Very fun. Though that one requires progressing in the story and then I think buying it from someone. Stealing it, I don't know. It doesn't always tell you where to find things. It does not always tell me. Okay, what were we doing before I got distracted by fashion? Right, we were trying to figure out something to do. I'm very proud of this. Well, considering it's just a square and some beams and a roof. And then a little piddly bit of water. I can put some of my peat pile inside. I'm sure that will be helpful. Nope, still the wrong sprint button. You'd think, having played mostly this game for the last 2 days, I'd finally freaking remember the sprint button. But no. Yes. Beautiful. Definitely a reasonable height to stack your peat to. It's definitely not gonna topple over onto the quern or anything. Why would it? Other things to do. I mean, we could work on some more clay forming. And I do need to replace my bloomery. Because, annoyingly, the bloomery breaks when you use it. And then you need to replace it. And you do lose some of the bricks. I need more fire clay, for which I need to burn flint. Okay, you can fit 24 flint. Okay. Off you go. Make me calcined flint so that I may quern it to death. Other things we could do that don't involve going on an adventure, even though I really kind of want to go on an adventure. I could make some paths around here so that I don't have to deal with walking through the big grass all the time. Excuse you. And there goes my shovel. I'm still making a new one, even though I keep saying I should make metal tools. I've already done enough smithing today. You can't make me. Here we go. Dig up the dirt. That'll be a reasonable path. I just need to find where I put my packed dirt. And not use medium fertility soil to make more. I mean, I could make actual path blocks, but I don't want to, actually. I've decided I don't want to. Even though they would make the walking quicker. Like the ones I have in my field. These ones. Like, they're cute, and I like them, the stone path. But they're dipped down a little bit. And it looks fine next to the fields, which are also dipped down a little bit, but it looks... I don't know, it will look weird, I think. Next to this and stuff. Maybe I'll put one or two like there, so it's a... This is where we've put gravel kind of situation. Which actually I might do around this as well. But then I see that and I need to put more not dirt there if I do that. So for now we will fill it in. Yeah. Path. And I can have flowers here or something. Look nice. Path that goes there, from there to there. I still need to figure out where I'm going to put the pigs because up there doesn't feel right. I think I need to move them over that way. And I have to connect this path to over there. Probably move these black currant bushes to be more like the red currant bushes I put. Well, no, these ones were here before. No, wait, no, I planted these. No, they have nutrient levels now, right? Because I gave these bad dirt. I put them in bad dirt, so now they have bad nutrients. But I can fix that with fertilizer. How are my cranberries back here doing? Yeah, they're healthy. And I picked the good ones. And they have higher nutrient levels because I made sure to put down medium fertility soil where I planted them. Smart. But yeah, I could move those. Flowers. Oh, right, I wanted a little bit of stone path. Think I need more stone. Or was it like that? How does this go again? Help. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I've made stone path. I remembered. There. So I might actually change the entire field layout once these parsnips are done freezing and or growing. Whatever happens first. But this could use a lantern. I could use lanterns. Lanterns would be nice. What's required for lanterns? Okay, you can make them out of iron, out of gold. I would like brass. I like brass just as a metal color. Oh, you need a candle. That might be a problem. Because I don't have bees yet. I can't find candles in the bony soil that I have in the Goblin house. So we could do that. Sure, let's do something incredibly mind-numbing and boring to get candles. This is the way. Nope. We put that in there. We get that out. We put a bunch of it on the floor. We get in the puddle. And then we do this. Until we get something interesting. Like a bony rib cage. Or a copper arrowhead. Or bones. We will be getting many bones. My fields will never want for... what does bone meal do again? Phosphorus. Yep. I can just have all of the pea crops. Ooh, flax fibers. Okay, put the bones and the arrowheads and this back here because I'm more interested in the new things. If we get something shiny. Flint arrowheads are not shiny. Unless you are an archaeologist. In that case, they might be very shiny. I am, however, not an archaeologist. Really? Because there's a torch you won't let me grab things? Fine. Put it right in my face then. I feel so productive. Ooh! Silver! What can you alloy with silver? Silver solder, electrum, black bronze. And you can use that to make soldering bars, which you need to make a boiler. Okay. And then you can boiler stuff. Condenser stuff. And make suits. You can also make electrum, which can be used to make electrum lanterns with an extra reflective lightning, so you get a higher light level. Look at me learning about lanterns, and look at my voice going away for some reason. Excuse me. I guess my body has decided, how dare I stream 3 times in 1 week. Truly, how dare I? What's next? Streaming 4 times a week? Having fun? Inconceivable. Though I do think this is slightly too boring to have as a stream. So I might just finish this a little bit and then I'm gonna end stream and I'm gonna have some lunch. And then I'm gonna come up with some new vintage story projects on my own. Because this is like my save that I also just play when I'm not streaming. Like most of this wasn't streamed. I've really felt like streaming this past week. Because streaming is fun. They like doing fun things, believe it or not. Something cool. We'll also take lore books. Or shiny rocks. Instead of just copper arrowheads. Or, I guess, mostly it's probably bones and flint arrowheads. Ooh, copper lamellae. Oh, they do become a copper ingot again. Or I could make lamellar armor, but why would I make that out of copper when I could make other armor that is, like, more powerful? Ooh, spearhead. There we go. I just had to complain about the results being boring. Suddenly I get interesting things. Like, copper ingots in the making. Whee! Right. Put that back. And I guess I'll put my loot where it goes. I don't know where it goes, but it's gonna go somewhere. Second pile of bones. I'll just drop it all off in that one chest I have. That seems reasonable. I'm gonna need to do inventory management. But that's the me thing. I don't need to do that on stream. Or if I do, it won't be now because I'm gonna make scrambled eggs for lunch. This is a good idea. Alright. Thank you all very, very much for joining me in the Chiseling Torment Nexus. I'm very proud of that roof. It turned out well. And I made a well that also turned out well. Very, very happy about that. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out and being generally awesome people. And I will see you all next time. Which is probably going to be sooner than I think because I'm having fun streaming again. And that's really nice. Well, I do need to figure out like a sensible time to stream because right now I'm all over the place. Alright, bye-bye. Bye-bye.